According to the mythology of twin flames, in the beginning of time we were created from one source, that was split into smaller and smaller units down to two souls, that would journey to Earth to learn and experience duality. They would reincarnate over lifetimes with this longing for each other, often meeting until they would reunite and then leave this physical plane as one. Twin flames, also called twin souls, are literally the other half of our soul. We each have only one twin, and generally after being split the two went their separate ways, incarnating over and over to gather human experience before coming back together. Ideally, this happens in both of their last lifetimes on the planet so they can ascend together. So you probably haven't had many lifetimes with your twin. Each twin is a complete soul, not half a soul. It is their task to become more whole, balancing their female and male sides, and ideally become enlightened, before reuniting with their twin. This reunion is of two complete and whole beings. All other relationships through all our lives could be said to be practice for the twin, the ultimate relationship. With the above information, it would be easy to think that a twin flame relationship is the best relationship we could have, and that if you meet your twin flame, then it is plain sailing from there on in. This is often not the case. Often a twin flame relationship is the most challenging there is. Often what happens is one of the twins is of a high energy and the other is more earthy or dense in consciousness. One is often into spiritual themes and practices, whereas the other is often not so interested in spiritual matters and often are more grounded into the third dimension and even the artificial matrix. This can be a great challenge, more so for the one who is of a higher energy. The twin who is of a higher energy can often recognize the other twin way before the other twin recognizes its lover. This can be heartbreaking. Often the twin of a lower energy finds it really hard to stay in the energy of the higher twin. The love that comes from the higher twin is very hard to accept. The reason for this is the higher twin is channeling the love of the source, and the lower twin has been without this love for such a long time that it is painful. If you go outside in the snow and get really cold and numb and then come inside and place your feet on a heater, then it causes pain. It is the same with love of the source. The lower twin has been in the cold for such a long time. When the higher twin sends them love, it is painful. It is also very opening. It will force the lower twin to open up, and often the twin cannot stand this. The higher twin is more connected to the guidance of the soul and can see the meaning of the relationship, but the lower twin is more connected to the ego, and is not able to see or know the connection with soul and the other twin. The higher twin will see the signs and symbols which indicate that the other is their twin, but the lower twin is not able to see these signs or receive guidance, so therefore the higher twin can seem insane to them. With all that said, the lower twin can feel what is going on. This often causes intense confusion, and often the lower twin will go out of their way to push the higher twin away. Twin flame relationships are the most challenging. There is a lot of romantic nonsense on the internet about twin flame relationships. They are not about romance, they are about growth. The higher twin is there to show the lower twin the love of the source and remind them from where they have come. The lower twin is in the higher twin's life to bring them fully to earth, show them how to ground and survive in the world. Often the higher twin is not fully grounded in the lower chakras, and sometimes there can be blocks in these lower chakras, which prevent fully grounding. The lower twin is often in the higher twin's life to help them remove these blocks, whether they are aware of what they are doing or not. Often the lower twin is in the higher twin's life to help them fully ground to the earth to bring them their full power. The higher twin's task is to show the lower, the love of the source and remind them of their true nature. Often the lower twin has had more lives upon the earth, and earth life is more familiar to them than it is to the higher twin. The lower twin will often help the higher twin to become more comfortable with life on earth. The other thing that people think when they meet their twin flame is that they will be together in a romantic, sexual relationship. This is often not the case. Often the twins come together only for a short time to learn what they need to learn from each other and heal each other, and then they part. Sometimes the relationship is nothing more than the initial connection. There is a phenomenon which seems to happen. I have heard more about this from women than men, so therefore I write from this perspective. I think this is because women are more actively looking for their twin flame than the male. The woman can meet a man if only for a fleeting moment, and after this the woman will dream about the man, have the man turn up in meditation and feel and even smell the man around them. This is a very confusing phenomenon. Women often think that the other twin is aware of this, however this is rarely the case. The worst thing the woman can do is tell the man, tell his rational, ego mind, that she thinks the man is her twin flame and that the man is coming into their dreams and meditations. This will only scare the man away, as he will think the woman is insane and trying to trap him. When this phenomenon happens, allow the soul of the twin to merge with you. This is the true meaning of the twin flame relationship. It is to merge, not necessarily in a physical way but energetic. When the twin shows up in dreams and meditations, allow yourself to share with him, feel him wrap his arms around you, feel his sexual energy, allow his love. This will help you ground and heal the lower chakras, which is the true purpose of the coming together. By merging with him, you will be allowing him to feel the love of the source which you channel. Now as the love comes into his energy body, it can have what appears as a negative effect. The love of the source, when it comes into contact with the twin, will bring all that is not his truth to the surface to be healed. This is true healing. All his issues, problems, negative conditioning, etc., will come up. Now as you move into this kind of exchange, it can have a negative effect on the higher twin. She will feel abandoned, rejected and hurt. This is also meant to be, as this is what stands in your way of you being truly your highest expression. Women often do all the running, chasing their man. This is totally the incorrect way to use the female energy. Men are the hunters and women should magnetize the man towards them. They should never do the chasing. The moment the woman moves into chasing mode, she is using her male energy, and the man will see this as a threat and often move away, which is the opposite to what the woman desires. The woman should always play a little hard to get. It keeps the man in hunting mode, which is very healthy for him. Men like the challenge of hunting down the woman. It is very important that the woman allow the man this. Now it is hard for most women to sit back and not do the chasing. Men are not as connected to their emotions, and women fear the man will take too long a time to realize their connection. Often the woman will feel rejective, and if she does not manage to catch her man, she will be sent deep into her emotions of rejection. This is both a personal issue to the actual woman, but it is also an issue of the goddess, especially the face of the goddess Lilith, who carries the hurt of all women. Lilith is the rejected face of the goddess, not only in the female of the species but also as the planet and Mother Nature. You can look around you and see that the planet or Mother Nature is no longer honored or seen as a sentient being. This is a deep and painful wound in the psyche of the goddess and all women on the planet. Some women are aware of this wound, others do not recognize it, until they meet and are rejected by their twin flame. This is another reason for the coming together of the twin flames. As the woman is brought into her wound, if she is aware and can work with Lilith, then she can not only heal this wound for herself, she is also healing it for all women on the planet and the goddess herself. When this wound arises, it is very important that you spend time with yourself, go inside. Do not run to the next man who offers you comfort, as this will only sabotage the healing process. It is important that you allow the pain and the feelings to come up and be expressed. When this happens, call in the support of Lilith, allow her to build her energy in the air all around you, and then breathe her energy in. Breathe it into the places in your body where you feel the pain and allow her to share the pain with you. She will allow you to really go into the very deepest core of this pain and release it. The rejection runs deep. It has been with you through many past lives as a woman, both on Earth and in other places in the universe. Allow your feelings, as this is the only way to heal. Under no circumstances should you tell your twin flame you are going through this, no matter how understanding you think he will be, as it will sabotage the healing process. You are in a deep process, which is a good sign of how far you have come along your path already. You cannot meet your twin flame until you have fully integrated your multidimensional self, which you obviously have, or you would not be going through this now. So pat yourself on the back for coming thus far. Be kind to yourself and allow your feelings, no matter how intense. This is your only requirement. Leave the mind out of the process. Let the heart of your soul, the emotions of your female self and the magnetism of the goddess to guide you now.